it wasn't always Slothasor.
Yeah, this name is amazing.
It was Slothosaurus because unless it makes me laugh, like I don't stub those names in. Like Slothosaurus, perfect, and I put that in, and then we sent it over to Bobby, and Bobby goes, I can't call it Slothosaurus, so he started coming up with we looked up like the Latin name for what sloths were. I don't know, it was some weird crazy name. I'm like, I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound like Slothosaurus.
I had it, and I forgot the name again. But yeah.
So he had stubbed it in, and then like within a day, everyone who had seen the name was like, well, what happened to Slothosaurus? What is this? Can we have Slothosaurus back? And he was like, no, guys, come on. He's like, and they're like, please, we want Slothosaurus back. And so Bobby goes, okay, and he goes, he can be Slothasaur because Orus sounded too much like a dinosaur. We're like, no, he's not a dinosaur. And I was like, all right, fine. So he's Slothasaur.
He's Slothasaur. Did you want to rip on Bobby anymore for that? I mean, you seemed excited about it.
I rip on Bobby enough every day.
Okay.
So he's probably at home watching. He's sick today. So I don't have to go back to my desk and Bobby be like, disappointed face.
Why you do that? Why would you do that to me?
It's fine. He'll be on next week, isn't he?
He's on in 2 weeks because we're going to keep talking about Slothasaur.
Yes.
So I just want him to do more right now. And
so
I mean,
I don't want him to do anything in this room because it'll spoil the mechanics.
Right. I'm going to be paid off by getting my butt handed to me by a gigantic sloth monster.
I'm going to jump out in Verdant Brink.
Yeah.
I'm going to spawn him in a location so he can see his adorable little face up and close.
Yes, please. All right, so Franco, while Crystal's getting set up, let's talk about the effects just kind of in Salvation Pass, because we were talking about how like there's this magic flowing along the background, and how do you even communicate, hey, giant evil sloth?
Well, I mean, the first, I mean, yeah, it's kind of an interesting kind of approach, because the thing is like this doesn't exist, right? So you have to kind of figure out, okay, well, let's look at the anatomy of it, right? So looking at the anatomy and what the the creature guys did with it and did an amazing job, kind of making it very unique. Being able to actually look at some of the characteristics, I was able to kind of formulate, okay, well, based off of this particular anatomy, based off of his weight, everything. So I figured, well, he has certain characteristics of that have like mandibles, like snakes, right? So certain things where, okay, well, what does a snake do? He spits the venom, right? So that could act as an igniter, right? So there's certain things that happen that I use those cues that actually happen in anatomy, in nature, and then create these certain effects and certain attacks. Let's make the magic happen.
I want to see his face.
You want to see his face?
I want to see his face.
Can we show his face? Let's show his face.
Let's show his face.
This is great. I love
this is amazing.
And so this is Slothasaur in all his towering glory. Here, I'll make myself.
He just wants a hug.
Invisible. We'll go stand next to him. This is how big he is compared to like human female size player. He's pretty large. It's quite big.
That's a nice miniature there, by the way.
I know. I legit have that, FYI.
Yeah, you don't just have your Migor Saval.
No.
On the dev client. All right.
No, I don't just cheat with all my hackery dev command on the test clients. I mean, sometimes play dress up.
That's totally okay. All right, so we're not going to give away. We're not going to teach you how to beat this raid.
Nope. Show him off from the side.
Joe Gavors just does not even care. He's just walking around like, yeah, that's my buddy Joe.
He will care. He will care if this guy goes aggro.
All right, so we've got, these are the mandibles, like the little fangs that you were talking about?
His little teeth.
Yeah. So it's like very like reptilian-esque in a way, in some ways. So, and, obviously the magic kind of really distorted and contorted like a lot of his anatomy too. So he has things that are, very sloth-like, but still, kind of different, right? So it's that's where you mix the science and a little bit of the creativeness, and seeing what you come up with, but you start with that foundation of basing it in reality, but then taking it that step further with being creative with it, and then hearing the narrative is a really big thing too, just to seeing like why and how this thing exists. So it's kind of cool, and it all comes together. Yeah, it's
going to be an interesting story to come up. I didn't notice his eyes until those scary red eyes.
What's wrong with his eyes? They're little beady, scary eyes.
They're beady, scary eyes. They're perfect.
They're bloodshot because you woke him up.
I say they're Betty Davis eyes.
Obviously.
That's now canon.
No,
you can do that.
Betty Davis eyes? No. Yeah.
It's stuck in my head. Thanks, man.
All right.
I'm going to come hum that by your desk for like 6 hours
It was
until
the
I get it out
last
of
song
my
I heard in the car when I pulled into the lot, so you know you always remember
Really?
the last song.
Yeah, and now you just passed along the pain. Thanks for that. All right, so he's got
Good job.
little Betty Davis eyes, evidently, that are now bloodshot because you woke him up.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
I was so mean. I came out in this map and I was like, get up for the people so they can see you. Did it work?
Where'd he go?
No.
There he is.
Oh,
There
God,
he
I
is.
did it.
Hey!
And then this is his friend, the Slubbling.
Slubbling.
Yes.
This is a Bobby name, right?
Yes.
Did Bobby name him?
Of course, Bobby named him. I don't even remember what I called him.
I like him. All right, so tell me.
Oh,
my
there
gosh.
he is, standing up, looking around.
He's honest to God cute.
James Smith, one of our producers. He didn't like it. He was like, "What is this?" He was like, "Don't send those photos out to me anymore in email. I don't want to see this in my inbox."
Right, so he has teensy mandibles too.
Well, they're just baby mandibles because he's just a
are.
baby slubbling
They fall out
with his
at the end,
little
yeah.
creepy crab legs.
He's like making little biscuits.
He is.
All right,
So he spits at me.
he's spitting different things.
Spits a
And
couple different things.
That's like
in
a
my
Franco
face.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the fire
So-
in my face.
Well, I started out as, you know, because there's obviously fire and poison. And I just started it with, well, he has acid reflux, so he's going to have a different type of kind of projectiles, right? So
He's like, this guy needs an antacid.
yeah, get him a Tums. So you know, the thing is poison does exist all over, you know, in the game and in the world. So I wanted to kind of give it a different spin, a different perspective, you know, based on the type of creature that he is, because this thing really shouldn't exist. So having a little fun with that is.
He just said this little cute thing was a monstrosity of nature.
But
he
I
shouldn't
love
exist.
But yeah, sorry about that.
A little hint. Again, we don't want to give stuff away,
No,
but
no. Oh god, his head came off. That was horrible.
No,
what did you do?
You just told me you told me that you
I
was
killed
getting-
him.
that was a thing.
Well, surprise. we thought we'd be a little spontaneous on the show today.
Don't do it again.
All right.
Send that to James.
We'll go back to looking at the adorable Slothasor.
Yeah, that's. Did you know it did that?
Well, yeah.
Well, I was just making sure because I feel like if you did know, you wouldn't have done that just now.
People can have nightmares.
I loved him. that was Bob. That was my friend.
Bob the Slubbling.
Crystal's
They're
like,
gonna
"What
get
the hell?"
names now.
Our grief over the loss of Bob the Slubbling. It's the best name I could come up with on short notice, and that's why I'm not allowed to name things.
See? This is why we have writers. They're awesome.
Thank you, writers who are awesome. All right, we will see you guys back on Guild Chat next week. Thank you both so much.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
thanks for
us.
having us.
All right, bye from us and Slothasor.